Hey folks, Eric here. Welcome back to my kitchen. And today in DFW, it's around 43 degrees. A little chilly with the wind too. So I want to make what my daughter likes too is a a sour seafood soup. It's a version of tom yum soup if you've ever had it with the Thai folks. But this is just my own version of it. Okay, has shrimp, has fish in there. Um, it's actually not that expensive. So I've actually uh, received some comment saying, "Hey, buddy, shrimp's not cheap." You know what? It's not that expensive if you really think about it. I bought the shrimp here at HEB. You get it like a size 21 or whatever they call it, and it's only $5.97 a pound. Right, at $5.97 a pound is actually cheaper than some of the ground beef I've seen as of late. So it's not expensive. And if you're spending 10 to 12 to $15 to feed a family of three, and you're getting shrimp and seafood in your meal, that's a heck of a deal. So just bear with me, folks. Like I said, I'm just sharing ideas and thoughts that can help save you some money. And I just feel like just because you're on a budget or something doesn't that mean you can have delicious, wholesome, and somewhat exotic foods. It's just how you look at it and how you move forward. We buy stuff when it's on sale. We put it in a Ziploc or either vacuum seal it and keep it a little bit longer. It's about how you approach everything, right? You run out right now and spend 13, 14 bucks on a pound of shrimp. Yeah, it's expensive, right? But you know when to shop and you know what to look for. That's when you save. And that's what I'm here for right now is just to help you guys save money because I'm a predicament myself. I'm jobless right now. Just doing this to share, the knowledge that I do have and share some good eats that my family enjoy. Thank you for watching and let's get into it. So we'll start off with some white fish. This is swai fish, I believe. We got it in a bag and it was around $5 or $6 for 4 or 5 fillets. 1 pound of shrimp, your size, however you want. Some seafood mushroom or any other type of mushroom you may have will work. I would not suggest satake mushroom in here. It does have a funky flavor to it. These are around $1.49 a bag. It's something we had at home already. My wife was going to make hot pot, but she hasn't, so we're going to make it. You need some kaffir, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, lime leaves. Again, it's $6, but you get a whole bunch, and we're probably going to use like 10 leaves in this thing. Some hot pepper, some dried galangal leaves. This bag's around $4 or $5. A bag of tamarind sour soup base. You only need a little bit. Real lemon juice because I'm too lazy to squeeze a lemon or a lime. Chicken broth, some Yum Yum MSG, and some fish sauce. Again, folks, I know if you look at the face of this, it does look expensive. But remember, the lime leaves, I throw it in my freezer and it keeps. The lime leaves, you only use about 2 or 3 of them. So you're going to keep that for other things like pho, which I'm going to make later on. And even the tamarind soup base, right? This is only like 30 or 40 cents a bag. You're only use about 2 or 3 teaspoons of it. Same with the lime juice. Like I said, you use 1 or 2 limes instead of this. And chicken broth, like $2 for that box. So I guesstimate this is going to be around $15 to serve 3 people. So let's move forward. All right, folks. First thing you want to do here is in this small pot, I've got about 3 cups of water, and we're going to probably add in about 5 or so cups of chicken broth. I'm not very precise at measuring, so. All right, so that gives us about 8 total cups of liquid. We'll go ahead and throw this about 3 pieces of galangal leaf in there. I do this ahead of time because the galangal leaf is dried. We just go ahead and throw this in there. It gives us a little bit of flavor. 3 or so leaves in there. Let's throw it on a pot and let's get it boiling while we do other stuff. All right, now we'll take our kefir, lime leaves. They have a distinct smell to it. Kind of hard to explain, but you'll definitely know what the leaves are. And when you buy them, this is what they look like. They're 2 leaves attached to each other like this always. And why it does kind of look wilted and such that they're perfectly fine to use. You can find this in the Asian stores. They're in the fresh aisle, the fresh veggies and herbs aisle, or you can actually find them dried. I just buy them fresh, throw them in the freezer, so that way when I need them, I got them. So you want to go ahead and cut these really small, because you're going to leave these in there with your soup. So cut them as small as possible, and go ahead and throw that into your pot. As you can see, it's really fine. These leaves are, as you cut them, you'll notice the aroma come out, and it's something special. It's I don't know how to explain it to you, but go ahead and throw this into the pot. Next up is cutting the peppers. Peppers is what's going to add that spicy, peppery flavor to us. This is going to be totally up to your choice. I suggest you only start off with one and add more as necessary. We like ours with a little kick, so we're using a little bit more. And it also depends on the peppers and the season too. That changes quite a bit. I've used these peppers, and so I'm aware of what they taste and smell like. So again, just be cognizant of how spicy it can be for you and your family. You figure after all these years, we have smell-o-vision, but hey, we got what we got, right? And I wish you could smell this. These peppers were fresh when I bought them. My wife also grows them, but what we do is we go ahead and throw it in the freezer, and you can take it out and use it whenever you want. You want to cut these up small. You don't want to leave them too big because they can get kind of spicy per bite. Just remember to wash your hands or wear gloves, or whatever makes you happy. Yesterday I forgot and rubbed my eyes, and that wasn't too fun. All right, we'll go ahead and throw this in the pot too. I always do the peppers early upon because it gives the aromatics. You can do it later if you want. That way you can control the spice level of yours. Go ahead and cut our mushrooms. Cut them up. I like to cut it before I wash it. Some people wash it before they cut it. Up to you. I like to do it because the way they sit, that way I just get a more thorough wash out of them. Like I said, you can use oyster mushroom, king mushroom, whatever makes you happy. This is what we had at home, so that's what we're using. Separate these up. These are kind of big, so I'm going to half them. So you don't want them too big where you can't put them in your mouth. All right, we'll give this a quick wash and we'll be right back. All right, folks, now we'll move over to cut our fish. Clean up the cutting board. Again, this is swai fish that we bought. I think it's swai. It's either swai or bass. I can't remember. Either way, it's just a form of white fish, right? Take it out of the bags. I like to give it a quick rinse. I believe we picked these up at Tom Thumb. It was on sale for like maybe $5 or $6 a bag. Has 6 fillets in there. We just want to go ahead and cube these up. Doesn't have to be perfect. 1-inch squares. And put this aside. And let you guys remind you guys, I am no chef. I do not proclaim to be a chef, nor am I a cook, or I just feed my family. Always substitute whatever you want, whatever you like. Again, these are just baseline ideas, right? All right, we're back. I let it sit for about 5 minutes after it got a roll and boil. Now we want to go ahead and add in this tamarind soup base mix. A little goes a long way, so just about 2 teaspoons would be enough. Again, I don't measure. I'm just giving you guys numbers because I'm just used to it. Then we add in our juice of about 2 limes or lemons, whichever you may have. I'm cheating today and using canned real bottled real lemon. Now this is really, I say the juice of 2 limes or lemons, but it's really going to vary, right? Because your size of your lemon, the season, heck, even the lemon or lime itself, right? So you want it to be quite tangy, but not super sour, right? So best thing is just go ahead and taste it. All right, that was actually perfect for me. And then we'll move on to adding fish sauce. Again, you want the fish sauce flavor, but be very careful. Fish sauce can be also very salty. Here I'm probably adding in about 2 tablespoons. Add more or less depending upon your liking. We'll also add a little bit of MSG. In this size of pot, I'm just going to do about maybe half a teaspoon. Yes, it enhances the flavor. Skip it if you don't like MSG or don't have it. All right, that's perfect. We do want to make it a little stronger than usual. Or as you would eat it, because once you add in the shrimp and the fish, it does dilute it a little bit. So I'm going to actually add in a little bit more tamarind sauce. So we're overcompensating right now because it will get a little diluted. But you can always, if you're unsure, add it in afterwards, right? I mean, that's it, folks. So I moved to a bigger pot. That one I chose was just a little bit too small. I want to give it some room. I ended up adding about 2 more cups of water. So right now we're at 5 cups of water to 5 cups of chicken broth. You can adjust that accordingly. The broth was a little bit salty, so I want to dilute it a little bit because we'll be adding fish sauce in there, which also makes it a little bit salty again. We're going to go ahead and let this get to a rolling boil. And then let it sit for 5 minutes or so that the galangal roots can really release its aromatics. And I'll be right back. Sorry, folks, it looks like it wasn't recording. So what I've done now is just added in the fish to the soup base. We'll go ahead and bring that back to a boil. Add in our shrimp and mushrooms at that time. So you can see the fish is halfway done now. If you have squid at home or you like squid, want squid, you can throw it in there. I don't have any squid at home, so we're not cooking with it. We'll go ahead and add in our shrimp. Again, this is about 1 pound of shrimp. Once you add in your shrimp and your chicken and your fish, you'll notice the water starts changing color, and that's perfectly normal. Right? It gets a little lighter. Right? And now we'll go ahead and add in our mushroom and then bring it to a boil, and then we're done. All right, folks, it brought it up to a boil, and now you can retaste it. Like I said, it should be sour-ish, tangy, slight salty, slight spicy. So again, this is to everybody's flavor and tasting. This is how we like it at my house. It's just a little bit of everything in there. So as you see me scoop it out, get yourself a little bit of this, a little bit of that. This is great also over a bed of rice. My daughter likes to eat this with about 2 or 3 spoons of rice in there. Don't eat the galangal roots. It's perfectly okay to eat the lime leaves. Hopefully this is something you guys enjoy. And thanks for watching. Any other ideas, requests, let me know. Hey folks, so here's the soup. Like I said, my daughter Kelly's 6 years old. She likes it. I just want to say something. A lot of people are going to say, "Oh, that's not how you make it. You're missing this, you're missing that." Fine. You know what? It's you can do it the right way, or the original way. But who is really to say what is the original way or the right way anymore? Everything has been washed through the years, so we don't even know what is really original. So my thoughts on this is do whatever makes you happy, right? It may not be the original tom yum the recipe. It's my version. It's my house. It's our mouths that are eating it, right? So do whatever makes yourself make you happy. Don't let anybody else control you. Say, "Oh, you're doing this and that wrong." Use your baseline. Make your own judgment. Do what makes you happy.